talking about what is African literature. What is African literature? Is it the literature written in the foreign language or the literature written with our own African languages? I'm saying all this to give you a background. So when you move to the book or when you a second read, it would, you would have a different perception, like the way you see or the way you perceive the context in the book. Now, taking the title, let's start with the title. The title, Devil on the Cross. Devil on the Cross. What does that mean? You must have asked yourself what that meant, the devil on the cross. Devil being persecuted. No, there is a line in the book where the storyteller, where he said, the people in rags, they put the devil on the cross, and those in suits came around and they bring down, they brought down the devil from the cross, and started worshiping him. This imagery talking about how people, the devil on the cross being all these forces that are not meant to be, all these forces that, that constitute this, what's the word again, that brings about elements of neocolonialism, that brings about, relegation of the people cultural elements. These are the devilish things. This is what he's talking about. Now, he's putting the devil on the cross, but then the people, the representative of the colonial people, they're the one, they go and call them again and then engage them. Okay, we can't do this alone. We still need you. It begs the question, are we free? Are we truly gained independence? Okay, I'd like to engage you now. Let's hear some of your thoughts. These are just my basic thoughts for now. Let's hear from you. I know you've all read the book, right? Everyone here, you must have, opened that very, revolutionizing book. I'll keep using that word because that word is so powerful in its form. Because this book is revolutionizing. You won't believe what happened, the impact of the book. Think about what Chinua said when he wrote the book Things Fall Apart. How he nativized the language. It made it not so foreign anymore. Like using all these proverbs to make it its own form of English, but still not his language. This is what this man is trying to, what's trying to, we're still trying to do it. Okay, let's see. Let me start with the first question I asked. I've answered it, but I still want to hear from you. I said, now, when you saw the title of the book, what came to your mind? Devil on the Cross. What thoughts did it provoke? That title itself. What do you think? Could I have someone okay, yeah.
Sorry, can you come closer?
Yeah.
Okay, the first time I heard the title, I thought about it being an allusion to Jesus Christ, the Bible, because it was Jesus Christ that was crucified on the cross. But this time it is the devil, so it got my attention. Why is it the devil that was crucified and not Jesus Christ? So I thought that he was alluding to the Western religion. He was also trying to, that was what I thought by the book, that he was alluding to the Bible, the Christian story, and the devil and all that.
Okay, thank you very much, appreciate that. Could I have someone else before, what was your initial thoughts when you got the book and you stare at that, great title, Devil on the Cross? What came to your mind? Anyone? What do you think? Anybody? Olawale, are you here? Oh, you've read the book, correct? You haven't. What about you? Have you seen it? So please, let me see your hands up if you've read the book, right? You've read it. What came to mind when you saw? Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Like I said earlier, when I saw the thing, I think it was, like I said earlier, when I saw the thing, I think I was just pointing about the cross. The cross in the Christian format talks about salvation, victory. So I said earlier that when I saw the thing, the devil on the cross, I thought about them living on the cross. So, and visually that what's called evil, we brought out to the masses to see what darkness is all about. So that's what I said initially.
Okay, I think that's a beautiful one. That's a beautiful one because when you go back and you must have seen the story, watch the movie of Christ, the life of Christ. When Christ was being persecuted, it was on display. Everyone got to see it. Everyone. Now, this is not Christ this time around. It is now the devil that is being put on the cross. Now, you think about all the sufferings Christ had to go through when he was on the cross. And now imagine the devil being on the cross, the one that has been behind the sin. Because, see, we don't see the devil. Do we? No, you don't see it. You don't see him. We don't even know who he is. But now, this time, we have captured the devil. Now, he's been placed on the cross for everyone to see. That tells you that, this thing that is unseen, this invincible power is now being made visible. It's now being put on display. With that in mind, you can, that could give you some initial thoughts on what the book is going to be about. Devil. What does it represent? What does it represent? When you think devil, what comes to your mind? Satan, yes. Evil, yes. Let's go. Demon, okay. Let's go. Let's bring it down to simple words like darkness. Okay, let's bring it back to wickedness. Words like that. Let's evil. Okay, more words. Yeah. Okay. So, this is yes. Is someone hypocrisy? Mischievous. Yes. This is a good word. Yes. Mischief. Yes. Manipulation. These are the words. Deception. All these things, you do not see them. You don't see them. So when you take all these, synonyms of devil, and then you now put them on the cross, on display. Now we can see the deception, the manipulation, the backhanding, the people behind the scene. They're now being brought to light. With that, you can now guess. This is what reading books is about. You don't just open the book and just start reading. You start from the title, and from there, that will spark your interest. Then when you open it, that is when the whole excitement that is get built upon when you start with that initial thoughts. Now that we have some background, we know what led to this creation of the book, what gave power to it, what gave birth to it. Now let's move into the book, right? So I want to believe, let's see, maybe 3 or not even there, 50% of us here, we've read the book, right? You've read it? You've read it? Devil on the Cross?
I only read an excerpt for this.
Okay, what about you? Sorry, have you read the book?
Yeah, she's a panelist too.
Oh, okay, she's definitely read the book. Okay, you've read the book. Have you read it? Have you? Hello? Sorry. Sarah, right? Have you read it? Olawale, have you read the book? Peters, you've read the book? Okay, you've read it. No. You said no. You didn't finish it. Have you read it? Have you read it? Have you, sir? Hello? It's even frown in his face. So have you read it? Have you read it? You haven't. This is unbelievable. Why? Okay, that's fine. I can help you. I can give you like just a quick summary of what the book is about, right? So you have to pardon my pronunciation of some of the names, okay? Okay, but before I start, giving you the summary, I want to say something about Ngui, right? So initially, he was going by the name James Ngui, like that was the name he was going by. But later, he changed it to his full name, which I can't really pronounce very well, but Ngui Wapiongo. Okay, thank you, see? Good, okay, I don't feel so alone anymore now. Okay, so initially I've been going with that name, James, but then he changed it. And the reason was, of course, he wanted to, embrace his roots. He's been going with this name, which is foreign, it's English. And you can even notice in my dressing today, this is deliberate. I'm trying to go back to the roots. This, usually, okay, she just called me Gabriel. I go by Gabriel, but my full name is actually Toby. So you can call me Toby today. No. I'm sticking with the roots. I want to be like Ngui. Go back to the roots. So we can really embrace. And there was something he said, when in this book, Decolonizing the Mind, that's the book you should read. Everyone should read that. Because, we've been so, used to the colonial ways. Even though they're not here, we need our mind to be decolonized. Change our perceptions, change the way we perceive things, the way we approach and we engage things, engage our own cultural elements, just like he had done, just like I'm doing right now, going by Toby, unlike Gabriel. Okay. So, I have just 5 minutes more. So, but then I just want to give you a quick summary of what the book is all about. So, what is this book about? Here is a book, that explore the element of neocolonialism. It checks neocolonialism. Sorry, the word is quite tongue twisted sometimes for me. So it checks all these elements, and then he also looked at how women are being treated. This is shown in the character of Wariga, how she moved from being seen as sexual objects, how she gained confidence, moving from a secretary to becoming an engineer, and then later fighting for herself, recognizing the power that she has. This book checks all these boxes, checks the elements of colonial things, and then it also looks at how women have been, portrayed. It checks the objectification of women. So if these are things that you're curious about, if you're curious about how the colonial element is still persistent in our country, in our nation, then you have to go back and check this book. It is from this book that we can now start to now build a proper way to relate with ourselves in regards to other people in other nations. Now, there is something he said, I'm going to close with this. There is something he said about what African literature should be about. So, here's what he said, right? He said, African literature shouldn't be centered on English literatures. It should move from a place of African in regards to how it relates to other literatures in the world. We should start from African works, then now set that off against European literatures, not seeing the world from the European perspective. No, let's see the world from the African perception. Then let's see how that relates with ours. And with that, manner of approach, we would become, I don't know, a more refined and more culturally balanced people. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you when I see you.
Thank you.
Please, a round of applause for him. I know it's not easy. All the section where are here is always be like 2 or 3 or 4, whereby if he say, if I don't know this answer, the next person will answer the question. So we have the big masquerades in the house. So one or two things about what we have been doing so far. At least. So this is actually a student-based program, started from the 5th of July. But Mr. Tony Akinishola actually took the talk from the first day, the second day, the third day. I round of applause, please, as I'm saying that it's not easy. And one of at least bring him here to say one or two things for 5 or 10 minutes. Please give it out to Mr. Tony Akinishola. Thank you very much. We are going to talk from the second program, the second edition, the third edition, and today again. Thank you so much.
This one is getting old. Thank you, sir.
All the time that I've come, I've never been given a pack of food. The day that they gave me, they're doing, there's no free lunch. But I've enjoyed myself. I've had a blast. And that's why I came, I just don't for food. And typically I would just sit in the corner there and have fun. I particularly like this last intervention, all that conversation between Marxists and non-Marxists, and how the so-called Marxian ideology has evolved. I liked your show, your own conversation last week, even though your panelists didn't get it, you got it, so you were having to drag them along. So you will speak for what so she will speak for, she will capture, it's like taking your lines. Since you can't read your lines, let me take your lines. I know that was a struggle, so that was good. And I've also found, I'm some kind of a scout, so I come to see who's the next big viewer on stage at the Lagos Book and Arts Festival, and I found quite a number of, I can assure you. But overall, I think I've been excited. And you notice that I don't have anything to say because I'm not a very intelligent man. I can't tell you that there's something that I would say, but the thing is, one of the highlights, for me, over the course of the 4 sessions was that engagement about those intercultural engagements about how I guess it's out of the way Ngugi does his identity narrative, and how that has, there were so many people who are so passionate about that conversation that people had to come out of the audience to interrogate what was there. I'm trying to remember that particular line that everybody was so focused on. Okay. But that was for during the third session.
They were talking about
where there was a gentleman, there was a big man, he really was a big man, white. And he was standing there. He did that thing that you call, that patriarchy thing. He was standing and saying, what's your name? Talking to Andona.
Okay, that was about religion. If religion is this thing. If you're critical thinking and religion. Sir, critical thinking and religion, if you can work hand in hand.
And somebody did say something like this. If you're trying to do serious critical thinking, you can't do religion.
That's all.
And there are people who responded who felt that wasn't correct. I mean, I thought that was on its own a session. I mean, something that we could build a session around. I mean, are we too uncritical? Is that why we're building churches rather than factories? I don't know. You know, some people will tell you that. I mean, super churches are economic giants in their own, and they create modes of production. I mean, I'm not a scholar. But I found that a little bit interesting. So I've picked up one or two things. If that gentleman had pointed at me and said, "Have you read the book?" I'll be one of those who said, "No, sir." But yeah, thank you so much for this, and I appreciate you guys.
Please, a round of applause for Mr. Tony. It's not easy to do the office. And ensure that you attended the 3 sessions. Even the first session, I think he came.
He came the first time.
He came the first time.
Yes.
Towards the end. So, and because he came in the first edition, you ensure that the second, the third, and today you must meet this the 2 sessions we have. Thank you, sir, for coming. And the big. I'm welcome. Okay. You are not Mr. Tony. All right. So, to crown everything up, we have the biggest masquerade, the biggest, the one bigger than the elephant in the house. And the ones that we actually be expecting from the first session, the first edition, the second, the third, and today we have the grace to have his presence. So I'm not privileged to call him out here. He's actually the biggest boss. Because of this microphone, is actually preventing my mind to go there. So give it out to Chief Kayode. Even though this is first time CORA literary season. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. It's not easy.
Our Gen Z chairman.
Our Gen Z chairman.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
It's a privilege to come back here and be received and heralded the African way. This is what the African spirit is all about. And I've been privileged to be in the midst of people who are entrenched in the African way. In our writing, in our dancing, in our singing, in our drama, in our songs, even in our diet. So, I feel very, very more than appreciated to come back home to receive this kind of welcome. Maybe it's because of my brother. So, I am part actor, part dramatist. So I try to make an entrance too sometimes, and I think I did make an entrance today.
We love it.
When you are calling people to come and talk, please note, don't call me after you have called Mr. Tony Akiosho and the likes of chairman and so on and so forth. They are people who create confusion for people like us. You know? Is it in the area of erudition? Is it in the area of eloquence? Is it in the area of impact and other speeches of figure and figure of speeches? The chicken that I ate has given me food for thought. And thought for food. So it goes both ways. I was very far away, but I was always dreaming along with you. And believe me, there's nothing like being far away and trying to connect with home. And here was I in Paris, in Calgary, in Dallas, Houston, in London, all within a space of 1 month. So I'm still in the days. So the cruelty of my welcome is that you are asking me to talk after Tony Akusho. You know, I don't think that is fair to all concerned. You know, I always have a prayer in the morning that there are certain people in whose company I keep that are fair. One of them is German. But in the area of clarity of thought and speech making, Dame Taiwo Ajayi Lycett, it's one of my prayers in the morning that, please God, today, don't let Dame be called upon to speak before me. And many a times God answers my prayer. So I need to first check, is she going to be there or not? But then when she's not here, you have the likes of German, the likes of Tony Akyosho, and so on and so forth. So please help me pray too, that I do not fall into the danger of coming to speak after these people. I think there's a lot to say for what has been going on. I mean, you know, there's nothing like you going away and feeling comfortable and confident and confident that there are people you left at home who will hold forth. I think you all have done wonderfully well.
Thank you, sir.
So I think you deserve a round of applause. Well, the thing about doing well is that people will expect a lot more from you. That's the danger. So it's better to do it steadily and not do it well, so that people will not expect anything greater from you. But I don't think you are capable of doing things badly. You have formed a habit of doing things progressively better and better. And I'm sure that you are going to get better and better. So my prayer is not answered today because you have still called Mr. Tony Akyosho. The only person that you have not called is German and Nikulako to come and talk for me. So I think you should continue to pray. Just as praying. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Please, a round of applause for Chairman. Thank you, sir, for calling. We actually missed this, to be honest. The first Saturday on the 5th, I was looking around, because I know that Chairman will surely attend the program. The second Saturday, I was looking around, is Chairman around? The third one, and today, we're happy to have this, sir. Thank you, sir. Like I said, today is no more discussion, you know. All we have on Monday, and the first Saturday and the third Saturday, we don't want to repeat today. We don't want to repeat today. I remember the first edition, people were just punching some thesis. It happened on the second and the third. But today is going to be more of entertainment, right? So because of that, we're moving on to we have this program with you, we're moving on to the performance. More or less of, it is not just performance. We're also having food unveiling today by Ocho of Africa. So, can I have the chair, please? Everyone, thank you. Now, this segment, sit tight. Sit tight, relax. Don't stress your brain.
Okay.
Nobody's going to ask you a question. Mr. Afolami is not here to ask you, have you read the book? No. He's not going to ask you that question. And the first panelists are not here, thank God. They're not here to say, using the system of colonialism, we are not going there. We want to enjoy ourselves. So relax as I bring on Ocho of Africa. A round of applause for you, please.